This is the Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid 2024 with new interior. 17 to 20 inch wheel with red brake calipers. Sporty rear. Trailer pulling up to 2100 kg. Smart door protector. Smart adaptive rear camera. And there is more to it. So let's get to know it better. Ford Kuga needs no introduction of any sort. It's Europe's 3 years in a row best-selling car when it comes to plug-in hybrid. This time it's gone through some changes in the exterior. However, the main changes are done in the interior and its driving system. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this all-new Ford Kuga plug-in hybrid from 2024. By the way, this is Raj and you're watching Car Copenhagen. If you're in the channel for first time, make sure to press on the subscribe button. That helps a lot to grow the channel and makes this content visible to all. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Ford Kuga is very well-known car and extremely popular among families. This time it's gone through some minor facelift. The most changes appeared in redesigned front bumper. Slim LED headlight looks cool and stylish. Continuous LED stripe covering the whole front is very elegant addition here. Not sure if you notice the Ford badging has moved from the top of the bonnet to the front grille. Side mirror with LED indicator, ST-line badging and wheels with red caliper. And the wheel size goes from 17 to 20 inch. From the side it looks sporty, especially with same color side skirts and extended wheel arches. Roof rail is also attached to exhibit active lifestyle, along with dual shark antenna for super strong onboard 5G connectivity. The rear is very identical yet sporty with lots of ST-line addition. Rear lights is slightly redesigned with split option. Finally, rear spoiler and windshield wiper adds to practicality. Overall, Ford have made clever and sensible improvement to the exterior. Can't wait to check the interior. Let's start with the door closing sound, shall we? Not bad, but I expected a bit better. Anyway, the door panel has hard texture to it. Soft leatherette in the armrest. Solid matte silver door opener. Brush metal theme with all controls are here. Practical segmented door bins make it very useful. Seats are comfortable and eye-catching with contrast stitching and with combination of microfiber and leatherette. Plenty of seats adjustments are there with external thigh support. I like the fact that the interior is kept simple, neat and highly functional. Here you have one wireless charger, USB and USB-C port and 12-volt socket. Cup holders for 3 different sizes. The revolving gear selector is also very minimalistic and adds value to the clean design concept. The coin holder and the padded tray will give you a rattle-free cabin. Armrest is nicely cushioned with configurable deep storage. The glove box has some sort of soft opening to it and it's medium sized. For some reason it did not want to get closed. Brush aluminum themed dash look nice, but lots of hard plastic have been used here. Look wise it's good, but when you touch it it's not that fancy, especially when it comes to material quality. Design wise it's really neat. Steering wheel design kept basic, but it's wrapped with good quality leatherette and buttons are nicely laid out with good feedback to it. Overall, practicality is continued with multiple coat hanging hooks and door handles. Rear seat is similarly comfortable with some nice stitching. Surprisingly, these seats are highly adjustable to balance the legroom and the cargo space. Floor is almost flat, which makes maneuvering inside very easy. In standard position, this is the legroom here, you can see, with option to extend your feet. Headroom is pretty good too, and the headrest behind provide some great support. For better comfort, a armrest is also given with padded surface and 2 cup holders, but no through loading. Not sure why they haven't included that. Rear AC vent with control, rear seat heating function and USB ports are given for better comfort and connectivity. Here is the magical part, the door protector. It's a great addition as kids are likely to be seated in the back cabin and are very much in need of these. Overall, it's a great rear cabin. Welcome to the spacious boot with 480 liters of cargo space. Practicality is on full focus when you have a shopping bag holder, 12-volt socket, seat release lever, multiple tethering points, and so on. What impressive is the minimum load lip with solid hard plastic protection here. Under the floor, there is a place for extra wheel and some repair kits. When the seats are folded, you can have 1517 liters of space at your disposal, and it's almost fully fat. What a lovely arrangement it is. Finally, the optional electric assist boot closing is really up the game. This new Kuga is coming with 2.5 liter engine mated to a 14.4 kilowatt-hour battery, which produce 243 brake horsepower and combined 520 Newton meters of torque. In addition, up to 69 kilometers of pure EV range you also gonna get with this, which you can choose how you should use it. For example, you can choose to go pure EV mode or mixed driving calculation. And acceleration is set on 7.3 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers, while the top speed is 200 kilometers per hour. In addition, it comes with eCVT automatic gearbox and front wheel drive system, and this 14.4 kilowatt-hour battery takes about 3.5 hours at 3.7 kilowatt charging setup and 9 hours at 1.4 kilowatt charging setup. But above all, it can pull 2100 kilo on trailer hook. Yes, that's correct. It's a lot more than you can think of. For example, a camping van or even a mid-sized boat you can carry with this car. Another cool feature is this car can detect the EV only zone and switch the powertrain to EV mode automatically. That's not all. A 12.3-inch digital driver's instrument cluster is also given here. Apart from being super clear and informative, it is highly customizable. And then there is also a 13.2-inch infotainment system with Sync 4 technology. Though they have quite a few of the touch button over here, it's positioned very logically and works impeccably well. The software layout and the screen responsiveness is just great with no lag at all. Anybody will find the way around it very easily. Not only that, due to the design, it felt safe also to use it briefly while driving. Let's jump straight into driving and find out if all this cool stuff that they put in the car is actually makes sense or not. Well, finally we got our hands on this all new Kuga plug-in hybrid from 2024, and at first impression it looks pretty good, especially when it comes to the seating comfort and the seating adjustment possibility this car is providing. It's excellent. It's got a lot of options, so you can find easily however you like to be comforted while commuting. I like the fact that it has a great visibility all around. However, it's my personal opinion, but I think it's the front A pillar and especially the rear pillar are a little bit towards the thicker side. but no worries, it coming with a lot of blind spot assist system and tech features that will help you all around while maneuvering, and especially with the blind spot assist. And it's really safe and secure, so you can trust on this. I especially like how the blind spot assist in the side mirrors are kicking in all the time as soon as a car is passing nearby. To check the dynamic driving of this car, we are taking it to one of the twistiest road that we have access today, and to see how good the handling is in normal road condition. As soon as I put my feet on the acceleration, I can see the car is ready to pounce all the power it has in stock. That's very amazing, and it gives you a lot of confidence about overtaking in the twisty road or in the motorway. Overall, you get a very good feedback from the engine. As soon as you take off your feet from the acceleration, the car slows down a little bit, and as soon as you put your foot down on acceleration, it responds right away. I think this car provides the best response in mid-size crossover segment so far, which means it's not only practical but also it's a little bit thrill to drive this car. One thing about the braking also, it's very sensitive. It works even with the slightest press, so don't need to push hard, just put your feet on the brake and it should do the work. Of course, you press hard if you need to stop right away, but in general, with a little bit of press, it's in action and it gets the job done. Now we are taking this car to the motorway to see its acceleration, how it is in the motorway when it comes to drive and overtake. Let's do it. Yes, some engines rev are there, and I can see the car is already picking up the speed, and it's there already, 110. Yes, we hit the maximum allowed speed. Although in today's car market, it seems not so fast, 7.3 seconds, 0 to 100 km. But trust me, when you sit inside the car and you drive like a normal guy, then it feels enough. And this car is pretty fast to give with the response. Lovely job done. As I'm driving more and more in the motorway, I'm becoming fan of this car's cruising experience. It's really connected to the ground and really smoothly going forward without letting you know much about the road. Which brings me to this amazing suspension this car is having. Even with this sports variant, you don't feel much of the bump. It manages most of the unevenness of the road pretty decently. When it comes to the road noise, it's very quiet. Apart from some wind noise flying through the windshield, I don't hear much of a road noise from passing by vehicles. It's not annoying at all. In fact, I think it's very quiet. The steering wheel is also pretty good to hold. It's not super fancy, but it's really functional with a lot of physical buttons here. I really appreciate it, the physical buttons, and it's very logically laid out. All this navigation system and this driver instrument cluster, it's very smart and letting you know all the information regarding what's happening ahead, and also help you a lot with the direction. The technological improvement on this Kuga compared to the previous versions are very visible, and it is true that most of the work has been done from inside point of view. And of course outside also there are some twists, but inside it's mostly all the changes have been made. One thing I must appreciate in this car, even though it's being really modern and technologically advanced, it has kept all the driver's focus on the road. It never tried to take the attention by giving a fancy screen, fancy system and complex software. It's very simple and very easy to use. I love this when the car is technologically advanced underneath, but it's kept simple outside, so the most focus can be given on the road and driving ahead. So overall, what I think about the driving, I think this car drives amazing. It's not only practical, it's also very agile when it comes to getting some thrill about the driving, especially the steering wheel and the way the car handles itself. You feel fully synchronized with the car no matter what kind of road you are driving in. and this 243 brake horsepower you get with this car, it's perfectly suited for the characteristics this car is going to offer. No wonder why it has become the best-selling plug-in hybrid in Europe. Absolutely agree. And I also agree the fact that Ford has changed this car to improve something, and they did not touch upon things that did not need any improvement. So well done to finding out what people were looking. That's all from the driving part. Let's get on with the review. All in all, it's a great all-rounder car as it got your practicality covered, your dynamic driving needs are covered, and lots of help you'll get from tech and safety features, and everything is coming with a competitive price tag. No wonder why it was the best-selling plug-in hybrid in Europe for 3 consecutive years. So if you're in the market for your next family crossover car and you're considering this one, you're in the right track. That's all from me for today. I hope you really liked the video. If so, don't be shy to subscribe the channel, like, comment and share as you go. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, please take care and drive safe. Oh well, here is some footage from the test, might excite you. They created a dedicated button for parking assist system, making the parking a fearless process. Secondly, a button for exclusively choosing the powertrain, EV, combustion or mixed driving. You decide, and that too at your fingertips. Thirdly, a button for 360-degree camera options. There you can select any corner of the car and assess the situation for better and safe parking. Lastly, it asks for your attention for any forgotten occupants at rear cabin, which can literally save lives at times. What a wonderful thought.